famous gardens have you heard of?
There's one called Kew. My dad's always going on about it.
I've heard of it as well. It's on telly.
Yes, but apart from the great English gardens, what other gardens are there?
The Garden of Eden, Miss. Miss Broom didn't mean that kind of garden.
Ginny, I did, yes. The Garden of Eden. Now, gardens have meant a great deal in the religions of the world.
Muslim people think gardens are a copy of paradise, Miss.
That's right, Nadine. Now, how many of you have ever seen a Persian rug?
I haven't, Miss.
Well, I've got some pictures of them here. If you'd like to pass them out, please. Come in.
Wednesday,
I wonder how Johnny's getting on.
I don't know. He's been in there ages and ages.
I bet he's really suffering. I bet Mr. Badger's put in that empty classroom, and at this very moment he's writing out 1,000,000,000,000 times I must not throw paper there.
Oh, dear.
And you probably have to write out squirrel and gnome 1,000,000 times at least just to learn how to spell them.
Mr. Badger doesn't make people do things like that. He says it's a waste of time. I've heard him.
Well, shh.
My mum heard him say that at the Parents and Teachers Association.
All right, sit down, Martin. Right, I'm going to give you a message to give to Mr. Badger. All right, Maureen?
What did he say? What's happened to Johnny?
It has to be. You're all facts who knows it.
Is it about breaking the school scales, weighing your model tortoise?
You can all just mind your own business.
The chip.
It isn't half mysterious. Mr. Badger never usually keeps people in his office as long as this.
It must be really serious.
Perhaps he's been expelled.
What would Mr. Badger have expelled Johnny for? My mother, who's a nurse, she says in the olden days a boy was expelled just because his shirt collar wasn't the right size. You see, in their school they all had to wear special collars. Even the girls. That's daft.
All right, sit down, Johnny.
Sit down.
That's all right. I never heard such a rumpus as I heard just now.
It was Jonny Briggs' fault. We're all wondering how he was getting on.
Oh, yes, well, you can stop wondering and start concentrating on your lessons. Now then, where was I?
You were showing us pictures of Persian carpets, Miss.
So I was. Now, have you all had a chance to see them?
Yes, Miss Broom.
Good. Now, from these pictures, you will be able to see how Muslim gardens are laid out because they make their rugs in the same sort of pattern. They have a tree in the middle, and then... All right, sit still where you are, please, till I've finished. That's better. Now, after playtime, we shall be discussing your ideas on how you can make your own home surroundings better with your own little gardens. And anybody who in the next few weeks can produce a small garden, whether it be in a pudding bowl, a walnut shell, thimble, doesn't matter how small it is, they will receive a special badge. A green fingers badge.
Can you make cactus gardens as well, miss?
Yeah, like in the desert. We could play gunfights at the OK Corral and Lawrence of Arabia and everything
Oh, I
then.
don't know about that, Martin.
The sand garden's very hygienic, Miss. There's no plants in them, really.
Please, miss. Ice cream gardens are in bottles. You get a long stick and then you plant things in the bottom. And after a bit, they grow huge and fill the bottle. Then you can put lamps on them.
That's a good idea.
Would your garden in an old boot be all right, Miss?
Yes, yes, that would be fine. Right, off you all go, everybody. Leave the pictures there now, please, Josie. Thank you.
Miss, parents can't help it. See, mine wants to take over, and it's not my own thing anymore.
No, listen, parents are never banned from helping. In fact, it would be very nice if they did. I'll have to work with you, Mum, Peter, don't worry about it. All right, thanks, Miss.
I don't know what to do with our Rita's hat. I want to build out our models out of the kiln. Never mind about that. What did Mr. Badger say? Was he cross? No, not a bit. Something completely different. Not about a paper daft horse. I'll tell you in the yard.
Whether women are or are not stronger, or, on the other hand, weaker than men, depends largely on the definition of the words weak and strong. But even there can be confusion. For although women are unable to lift weights as heavy as their male counterparts, they've often been proved to have greater strength. Hey, steady on. You nearly had it over. What's wrong? What did Mr. Badger say, eh?
Nothing. I mean, well, he said something. but it wasn't anything bad.
Are you going to let me know the secret then, eh?
Well, he's only put me and Martin Cane Mender in charge of the whole school pond.
Going to throw you in the school pond?
No, he says we've got to keep it clean and neat.
Hey, John. All right.
He was talking to us till nearly playtime. He says we've got to be tidy-minded.
Tidy-minded?
He said we've got to keep the classroom clean, the streets clean, and...
There you are, Johnny!
What have I done now?
What do you mean by speaking to me and Maeve in that manner?
I wasn't talking to you two. I was talking to that bloke you were with.
Aye, aye.
You keep your nose out. What are you lot doing out here? Do you want me to serve up your teas in the kennel or what?
Aye, we're coming, Mum.
Mum, I've got to look after the school pond.
Oh, that's very nice, love. Just so long as you don't want to bring it home with you in the school holidays.
How could I bring a pond home, Mum?
I don't know, love, but I'm sure you'd find a way. Now, come on, help me lay the table. Bring them plates. Johnny, I haven't finished talking to you. Rita, before I start dishing up, can I just get one thing straight? Are you still on dandelion leaves just now, or has it swapped to leg of lamb?
Well, ma'am, the thing is this. While basically I am still vegetarian, as is Mavis, we both of us have come to the realisation that we do have to be realistic in this modern world.
Oh, yes.
What's wrong with you, ma'am?
Why?
You yawned.
Fancy.
Sorry, Rita, it's catching. As I was saying, we've come to realise that even plants...
Do you mind if I sit down, Rita?
That even plants can be as poisonous as meat.
Is there anything we can eat?
Fish and chips will be nice.
Shut up! As I was saying, balance is everything. Amino acids only have effect when different versions of it are balanced out. Honestly, you're all a lot of cretins.
Never mind, Rita. What do you want for your tea? Just tell me that.
Well, to start off with, I wouldn't say no to a bit of this quiche. Oh, and then I'll save the life of that rice pudding if you like.
Oh, dear, love. I think Albert's already saved its life.
Oi, get the pickle, will you, Johnny?
Get it yourself.
Oh, forgotten that good turn it done for you already, have you?
What good turn?
You know, a certain object of clothing which belonged to a certain person who shall remain nameless, which was behind a mop and bucket.
Oh, pickles.
Yeah.
You call potatoes, Mum? We could fry them.
Oh, I wouldn't if I were you, Rita. Fried things are ever so poisonous. Hey, I was using
I
that.
was making the room look untidy, Ma'am.
What?
He's a menace. He is, honest.
Mr. Badger says we've got to be tidy-minded. He said we've got to start in the home.
Start what?
The Keep Tidy campaign. This family's terrible. Our Rita's a little house.
That wasn't me, it was Brunevelt.
Oh, yes, and when was this, Johnny?
Only tonight at the top of our street.
Johnny, what did you come in here for?
Oh, I can't remember.
Well, why don't you just go out again, eh?
You mean you met these two film director types straight from college? But I thought they were supposed to be directing films.
So did I.
Pickles!
I'll get them for you, Johnny.
Film directors don't work the same hours as ordinary people who just work in ironmonger shops, ma'am. You should know that.
Well, I'm sorry I'm so ordinary, Rita. But you know, sometimes an ordinary mind can be quite useful.
Oh, it can, Rita. Our engineering lecturer says that most things are a matter of plain common sense. Mind, it was embarrassing when Johnny told us off.
You told them off, our Johnny?
Yeah.
What did you say to them?
I said, see to your own rubbish. We don't want it.
Good grief.
It was with that awful Pamela Dean.
Is that what she's called? I thought she was rather sweet.
Mavis, whose side are you on?
It was very undignified, Mrs. Briggs, all the same.
Anyway, Rita, I thought you were against litter. You're always going on about it.
That was different.
She's just a blooming great hypocrite, that's all she is. Showing off in front of her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, what about you and Marigold Mortimer?
That's quite enough, Rita.
you know, Mama,
Leave our Humphrey alone. And Johnny. And me come to that. And if you can lower yourself that far, you might take the advice of somebody so ordinary that she works in an ironmonger's shop and ditch them two so-called film directors. They're not doing you any good.
Ow!
And you still haven't shifted that motorbike.
Why? Oh, why?
Well, deadline's Sunday, so with a bit of luck, we'll soon be rid of it.
Oh, some hopes.
Oh, has it been one of those days, love?
When isn't it?
When's the deadline?
Sunday.
Oh dear. I don't know what I'm going to do, Mavis.
I don't know. Everything seems to go wrong for me. It's just been one thing after another.
Maybe your mum's right, Rita.
It was losing that hat that started it. Began a whole run of bad luck, did that.
Oh, well now, there I can help.
Why, have you found it?
No, but I realised you were very upset about losing it. So I raided my granny's knitting box, and she had some old wool. Some of it's Angora. And I made you this. It's a skiing hat.
I don't ski, Mavis.
I know I put it back behind the mop and bucket. I know I did.
Ah, well, it's not there now, is it, Johnny, eh?
What am I going to do? Miss Brew wants us to take our school gardens in to show her to get our green fingers badge.
Johnny, to be honest, I don't really think it would have been a very good hanging basket in the first place, you see. It would have gone soggy, and then it would have gone rotten, and then it would... Go on, Raven, up way, go on.
Oh no.
It's not good for anything now, is it, eh?
What am I going to do?
We'll find something else to make your garden out of, I suppose, eh? Now then. Well, them tyres would be best, you know.
Cut in half, turned inside out and painted white, you mean?
Sunday's the deadline, I believe, Johnny.
Don't let our Rita see you with that.
Hey, go on, throw it in the bin, quick.
Hey! Here you are, lad. I don't see why you should be left out. Go on, take it outside. Hey, Razzle, come back. Hey, Johnny, fetch that dog out of there.
Mind me mushrooms!
Come on, Razzle. You can't bury it down here.
Look, this is what I'm going to make when it's mended.
Ah, a little teddy.
Dad, I've been hearing them noises again.
I had one once, you know.
So did I. It were called Smithers.
You never.
I did. I were very fond of Smithers. Ah, well, halcyon days.
Look what Mavis made for me. Aren't I lucky?
Very nice, love.
What are you going to do with that plug, Albert?
Oh dear.
Hey, hang on.
I think I'll be going, Mrs. Briggs. I'll be seeing you again. I hope.